Welcome. For those that are tuning into Spotify, I suggest you don't listen to this one as a podcast. Go onto Twitch, go onto YouTube, and this one's going to be very visual. We are talking about BRICKBUILT 2024. And as we talk about it, we'll go through photos, videos, and our experiences. And of course, tonight we have an awesome special guest. Not his first time around the rodeo.
Oh,
and those that are sliding in the chat.
Disappearing in this background. I'm turning it off.
Oh. Mate, whatever you want to do. Jacko, welcome, buddy.
How are you?
Mate, I am good.
Haven't seen you in ages.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been hours.
Hours. literal hours.
And thanks for nominating yourself to come in and run the gauntlet and fly the flag for BRICKBUILT and Sidlug.
Have a little BRICKBUILT chin wag.
That's it, man. That's
yep.
it. Actually, now that you're
good weekend.
Pictures, I want to change my background. Where's me creepy bedroom gone? There it is. Let's bring the bedroom back. Give me a sec. It says, please wait. Come on. There we go.
There it is.
All right. So we will go. So people as well that are sliding up in the chat. Hello, everybody. Primal, Helena.
Yes.
There you go. Critter, Tropo. Welcome, everybody. We've been hyping it every bloody Monday night, every show pretty much for the last 6 months. Every time you say hello to Helena, her first reply is BRICKBUILT. Don't forget BRICKBUILT.
Onto it.
The pimp of BRICKBUILT for sure.
Quick shout out to Grizz too, because he's run out of links now. What does he do without BRICKBUILT?
And Grizz, I think I did see Grizz sliding there. Grizz, there's no need for you to send and share any links tonight, brother. We're literally going to be sharing photos, going through photos with Jacko.
Have the night off, buddy. Have the night off,
man.
Crack a beer.
And then obviously, Dan in there as well.
BBX.
Glenn. Of course, there's BBX. No, tonight is definitely all BRICKBUILT, or Jacko, all the goodies. And we'll go through the photos, we'll go through the people's builds. But what I want to start with, and hopefully my phone's still connected, is appreciation bricks. Now, we talked about this coming out of Brickvention.
Yep.
That people were doing it. A lot of people were doing it. The whole appreciation brick. Building something that is your logo, is what you're known for, etc., and leaving it on people's desks. Now, we noted that there was a small handful of people doing it, but not that many.
No, not that many. There was a couple.
Wasn't that many. So we went down there on purpose with the intent to give out our appreciation brick. Now, I don't think, got to give us a second, but I might even have to go through Facebook and try to show you guys our appreciation, because I didn't keep one aside to show you guys.
Hold on. I'll grab one.
Oh, slight flex. No biggie.
Wait. Why is he have one? Grant has a good photo.
How the hell do I not have one?
You're not cool enough, those boys.
Well, that's inside dodginess. So let's blow Jack up. So
can you see it? Is it? There we go.
The reflection.
Trying to see it.
It's a very hard reflection to get.
BRICKBUILT show Lego appreciation brick. It's all backwards.
BRICKBUILT 2024, and then BILSY.
There you go.
I think it's
Cool.
a newer concept that is really starting to gain more traction. Just like the displayer frames are getting bigger and bigger every year, every event. I think it's starting to gain more traction. And yes,
it's cool.
all these are from a fish tank. So what else do you do with 2 boxes of clear 1x5s?
Yeah.
Panels.
Good news. Thanks again, boys. That was awesome.
Helena, didn't stop anyone from doing it, but also didn't encourage. Yeah, no, we like the idea, and because I've got access, obviously, to a laser machine, and we were just, me and Bills were just shit talking, and was like, well, I'll just try it and we'll do it, and we might try something different each show, or that might be our thing now each show. we might shake it up because that was just our Brick That Wednesday one. We might do now because, Henry's here every Monday. We might do a Monday vote. We don't know. But it was just something we wanted to reach out and just kind of,
But you know what?
That we liked for the weekend.
Absolutely. And what we did, though, is we limited it. We only did 10. We didn't know if we'd give out 10. But the BRICKBUILT displays were so good. In the end, we wish we'd done more than 10.
Yeah.
But it was limited purely to 10, and we really had to think hard to pick those 10 because there were some really great builds. But what blew us away was we received 3 or 4 anonymous ones on our display, and we were absolutely chuffed by that as well because we didn't expect it back. So,
so there's a better angle / photo of one of them.
I only gave out one appreciation brick, and it was to you, Billsy. And I think there was about 1,093 bricks in the thing that I gave you. So yeah, no worries, mate.
So before I do go on, I will show you Henry's appreciation brick.
Nice.
Yeah, wow.
Those were cool, Henry.
I don't want it back now.
You're gonna have to burn it.
You've seen Gremlins, right? It comes alive after midnight.
Don't get it wet.
Where you keep it.
So I get. So if those who don't know, Henry's got the Gundams. Look, mate, posable little bad boy. Fuck yeah, there you go. Sweet as.
Little buddy.
What's that?
We might just give him a little bit with his robot.
We've been comparing sizes all day. That's why I haven't slept. But no, Henry, man, appreciate that. Henry gifted this to me because of the amount of dirt I got him. I got to keep my mouth quiet. Kind of like entrapment almost.
It's hush money. It's hush money.
Beautiful hush money, and it was awesome. And I want to give a personal shout out to Amanda as well. When she went overseas, she bought some goodies for me, and I did have some to the side somewhere, but I might show you that later. But I will bring up our photo so we can go through the 10 that we chose, or that we thought deserved that little bit different. Now, it could have been a story, it could have been a technique, could have been the way it was built. And these are in no order, obviously. These are just a random 10 that we kind of, as we walked around the show, we're like, you know what? Not bad because of whatever reason. We will start with, if it works, Mr. Sam's Gold Coast.
Yeah.
We dig this because of how accurate, like the micro scale building. It's a whole nother level. The dude is nuts and has too much time on his hands, but it's accurate as hell.
Yeah, the accuracy, and for us especially, like this is where we work. Like this whole suburb right there from Surfers to Broadbeach, that's our daily work office. So we know every part of that in and out.
It's really good.
Really dig it.
Actually, Grizz, you could probably drop a link to Sam's website and whatnot. So there you go.
Mate, Grizz is so our Jamie. Link, brother. Come on. Even the guests are referring for it now.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
So is it Fire Gorgon?
It was a Fire Gorgon. Yeah, so this was the winner of the exhibitor's choice.
Yes.
And
first prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Andrew,
awesome.
I think he's from Newcastle as well. Freaking amazing, man. You know what, though? It's kind of like it almost sucks that it's so much detail that it needs a plain background. But it is insanely fucking cool.
Man, for scale, and those two front fangs are Indominus tails from the Indominus Rex dinosaur. That's the tail. So that will give you a sense of the scale. Those two front fangs there that he's got in the top jaw, that is the tail of an Indominus.
Wow. And when you get to the lights out stuff as well, all the belly glows, the lava glows, it's got lights through it. It looks amazing.
It
comes alive at night for sure.
It also breathes smoke, but they weren't allowed to turn that on.
Yeah, it had the butt pipe coming out of it.
Yeah, Andrew's still there. Fire Gorgon. So Luigi 1456 Andrew for that one. And Sam, what's Sam's Instagram? We'll find Sam's Instagram and give him a shout out. I think
Escapes by Sam.
There you go.
Sam's, I think someone will get it right in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. Grizz with the link. What a legend. You're onto it.
Good man.
Another one was the hospital. The hospital, this build from a not biased at all fellow Queenslander.
Yes, Grant.
Grant
said he met Andrew yesterday and found out he works at the Charleston store.
There you go.
There you go.
They have their secret handshake when you work in the Lego stores. You know the
extra brick handshake.
So yes, Grant got one for the hospital. Just the way he builds and the passion and stuff like it doesn't have to be insanely crazy eye catching. We just kind of pick, like I said, it's appreciation thing for whatever reason we had as we're going through. And there's Cal in the background too for those that are checking him out. Now this thing was I don't know. I'm sure we'll get through more photos.
It was beautiful,
mate.
Oh, wasn't it ever?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely
classy
beautiful.
as hell.
I literally urinated on Billsy's leg because the jellyfish stung him. Like, it was so realistic. It was so realistic. On the AFOL night, I literally had to piss on his leg to save him from the sting.
What a mate. What a mate.
You know what? That's what he's there for. That's what he's there for. But like even the clownfish on the anemone, for an example, using those pieces, it was like everything was done cleanly. And I think me and Henry were talking about it, or it was me and Henry. It's just like it wasn't just a mess of vomit here, throw all the coral and let's just call it underwater world. It was cleanly done nicely. And those jellyfish, I've got a night photo of these jellyfish. It sucks that that's blurry, but they were cool as hell too.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil Dogs. Phil in the chat. What's up, buddy? Big Phil Dogs. Steve Reynolds, bucket of army dudes.
Yes.
And
the army men.
Yeah.
The treehouse.
This is just cool as hell, man. And it's one of them. You don't even need to double question, ask where it come from. Hey, man, it's like just straight up wicked army toys out of the bucket of soldiers. Like,
yeah, it tells its
mock art's cool.
Mock
card holder's cool too.
Mock card holder, yep.
Yep. And then obviously the all green tank and car, very cool. And then he did obviously the big house. I don't ever had a name or where it was from. I'm shit when it comes to stories.
It was from some sort of not science fiction.
Anime.
Sword and sandal. Not sword and sandal. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking
Sword and sandal.
Dungeons and Dragons, whatever.
It's from that book.
It's from a book. Yeah, let's go with that.
It's from a book. Thanks, Elkie.
From a book.
From a book.
The house.
You can't not give Lewis one.
Yeah, and he had a partner in crime this time.
Yep, Lewis and Tom repping the wearable Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Which it's just cool. It's just a cool factor. Like very, very cool. If you're in your Batman,
funniest part of this one was the stairs right behind their display, which you can see from every angle of the entire venue, is literally where they got changed every time. Like, boys, green room, boys.
Nah, they were flexing. They were having a lot of fun.
We felt sorry for this bloke, so he got one.
Yeah, I got that participation award, you know.
So for those that don't know, this is Jacko's build. If you follow him on Instagram, you would have seen him wasting all of his money on BRICKBUILT each week building this thing up. Which
didn't cost that much.
Very, very cool. But again, mate, weapon of thing, and I just realized I've chopped your bloody mock card holder off where you miniaturized your build to the card holder, which is freaking cool.
It is.
Yeah, that was a fun little bit. Oh, you've chopped him again.
I literally chopped it. Yeah.
Yes.
But no, Jacko, man, it's and I think we talked about it. It's getting to a part now at shows where you've got to build like this now and even like we talked with Henry in that minifig stories, even on TV, Lego Masters shows, they're slowly becoming. It's just another mess of minifigs. It's just another minifig. It's just
It is tricky. You kind of got to go for that like eye-catching thing to draw in something from the sea of all the other builds as well. So that can be difficult. But yeah, thanks for that one.
Jacko's only saying it didn't cost much, so his missus doesn't get mad.
She doesn't mind. She's just happy I'm not getting hurt skating anymore.
There you go. Just a few more callus on your thumbs. And for those who don't know, JACKO won best mock card holder last year. That clapper in the background on the left there.
Yeah.
And of course, the Bluey build, you know, we didn't get to go to Brickvention and see it, so this is the first time we've seen it. So a lot of people already have, but mate, what's not to like it? What's not, you know, it's insanely freaking cool.
Watching kids' reaction to that one was the best. It was really good. This wasn't far from us either, so you could literally hear kids lose their shit as they walked in and saw it.
100%. Miles loved it.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, that's Tom Scott's Bluey setup with Rusty playing cricket. If you know Bluey, obviously you're going to love it. Even if you don't know what Bluey and the dog and the cartoons are, you know, you respect the size and the stuck in animation frozen frame of the build.
I don't know what
it's
Bluey
awesome.
is, I don't know what Bluey is, but that's from season 3, episode 39. For anyone that wants to watch the cricket episode.
No.
Very funny. And there, obviously. and then the highlight of my day. The highlight of my day. For those that know what Dirty Brickster is legit the best game ever when it comes to Knights and AFOL meets. And look what he ended up with.
You know what the worst part is? I brought in the gift that I walked away with last year because I wasn't, you know, stoked on it. And I thought I'll just save it till next year's Dirty Brickster and just got a demotion big time with that. Yeah.
And so for Dirty Brickster, for those that don't know.
Thanks, Sean and Katie.
For those that, quick rundown, you bring in something worth about $50, put it in a pile, and then you play the game and, you know, back and forth, you kind of Google it. Anyway, me and Bill, we both brought GWPs that were worth about $100 each, I think. I ended up with the Thanos gauntlet.
Did you end up with it?
Yeah, I got the gauntlet.
He did.
And Bilza ended up with the orchids. And then I'm like, man, you know how I feel about superheroes. I would prefer flowers. And I legit swapped him the gauntlet for flowers. And then I got home and like, babe, I bought you Lego. Can you believe it? And she loved it.
Yeah, I tried super hard to swap mine, but yeah, no one was interested, unfortunately.
Just rewrap it for next year.
And
no way. I'm not going to be that dirty.
G'day, Ron. G'day, Bullman. And before we go into photos, we didn't give her an appreciation brick, but I probably should have. The best cosplayer there was the fairy godmother.
Yeah.
Legit fell in love with her. But like, if you've seen Shrek, she pulled the look, the makeup, just it spun me out how just accurate and odd. It just spun my mind. It really did. Now let's get into some photos. Do
you want to know? Do you want to know a couple of facts before you get into photos for those that are interested?
Fill us
about how many people came and whatnot. So there were 151 exhibitors total, and they came from New South Wales, ACT, Queensland, Victoria, and South Australia. There were 69 new people to BrickBuilt Sydney this year, so that's a lot of new people.
So like literally half of the exhibitors were new.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of fresh faces. So if you looked at all the quality of the builds and you think half the people in that room were new, you know, that's some good quality coming out of the woodworks there. There was, I think, 5,332 tickets sold over the weekend, and there was that was an even split pretty much between Saturday and Sunday. So that was really cool. Fundraising numbers still to be calculated yet, so we'll get to that. And for those that wanted to know all the prizes for the exhibitor's choice, that was a vote between us exhibitors who were attending. The third place was the Hell figure The Ride by Darren Free and Mike Monroe. That was that really cool ghost train that was lit up incredibly. They did complete custom lighting and electrical. No bought products. Just Michael is a complete guru with that sort of stuff. So it was all custom job. They had a full control box built specifically for it with a little music playing and a button you could press to get a little
get to the photos to dig through it. Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, Scuba Town from Andrew Hedger was the second place, and as you know, Fire Gorgon from Andrew Steele was the first. And we gave Bill Bogan the first time exhibiting at BRICKBUILT award for Alice in Wonderland, cool. Yeah, that was really cool. And Edward Robertson got a committee choice award from the BRICKBUILT committee for his catch of the day. I think that was the Glow Zone thing, and that was lit up pretty cool on the Glow Zone.
Oh, that was the one in the tent, the gazebo.
Yeah, he used all those like neon chains to make a tree, and a lot of trans tiles to make a really cool brick pattern in his artwork. So that was awesome. You, Billsy, you won the scavenger hunt, and the word was awesome. What'd you get for that?
Me and Billsy both won it
together.
Billsy took the prize because I'm a nice bloke.
So fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And the last one,
and we legit played it right. We didn't cheat. We didn't guess. Like we put our sports shoes on and ran around.
Yeah.
I saw you getting in there. And yeah, the last one was the mock card from El Presidente, and that was to Jason Final for the Reef.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he made a reef card and made a really cool mock card holder to get to go along with that. So lots of prizes.
It was a good prizes, and the amount of people that actually went hard on the mock cards this year was impressive as well.
Yeah,
like Bill had the TV for Simpsons and the Wild West frame. I tried to do a whole new turntable just to hold my mock, and like as you're going around the room, it was like, man, some of the mock card holders are mocks now.
Yes,
it's not just put a few bricks to make it look pretty.
Yeah, no, people getting into it. I think it's pretty fun to do because it doesn't take too long. You just need a little bit of imagination and not that many bricks, but you can make something really cool to go with your build and make the whole display a lot better.
Yeah, you can really complement your build.
Yeah. So whoever did that, good on them.
All right. So these photos, I don't know what order they're in. This is kind of just how it's dumped, and we'll slide through them. And then I guess, yourself, Jacko, can comment. The boys, we can comment on them. We'll stop at some of the ones and some of the other ones.
Is this Sam's album?
This is Sam's folder, yep.
So Scapes by Sam took photos too.
Yeah. So yeah, Scapes by Sam, obviously the one that built the does the micro towns. What Glenn, right? Oh no, it was Matt. No, who is that one? I remember the first Lego scavenger hunt I did. It was horrible. My teammate and I just dumb and couldn't find anything.
That's BFAB.
Yeah, I just seen that. I couldn't see that at the end of the thing. All I could see was BR.
Yeah.
My thing's too zoomed in. Hey, Fab. Mr. Fab. Jono's so salty about it. He came up to me before and could all right. And it was packed as well. Like you said, you had how much all up was your
5,332.
And it felt like 5,000 people. Like it was full all weekend.
Yeah. So over 2,500 people each day.
Sorry, in the chat, Primal saying that the dragon's missing its head. Nah, the dragon's head was actually chopped off. There was this little light brick that came off where the blood was supposed to be. It's pretty funny.
Oh look, Henry, the only two that count.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys.
And as obviously we'll see, we go through the photos. Kale had his Doctor Strange and Batman over on this side of the hall. Obviously, plenty of retails. Our boy Ray.
Yes.
For those that know Ramen Cups.
Raymart was in.
He was on fire all weekend. A lot of a lot of season 4 Lego Masters, but a lot of good mix of Lego Masters all around.
Season 4, was that not the Sydney season when COVID
Sydney
was
heavy,
So
New South Wales heavy, yep.
All locals, yeah.
Probably the most famous one, Mr. Cheap Jokes.
Oh, I thought you meant Max.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Did someone say KFC? Hey, there you go. So I had my decks there as well, and kids were
the next photos, Billsy going, "Don't touch it."
No, you know what though? I wanted kids to play because for those who don't know, DJ decks are built like a truck. Like you cannot reckon. Like, you know, I've got 18-year-old guys up here that work at radio with me that drink over them, you know, jump on them, all that kind of stuff. And the kids were having fun and scratching. So it's the dads that used to be DJs in the early 2000s. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, bro. Look, this button does that, and you touch this, and next minute they're restarting the computer and changing. Like, mate, just let your kids do the and move on. You know. But yeah, it was still cool. This guitar, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how these photos go in or what order they're in, but this guitar was legit brick built. So it wasn't even like my shit, just skin covered. It was actually legit brick built. So shout out to Mr. Head Bricks as well. And nice dude too. Came up and we had a chat. And,
Alec. His name's Alec. He's in Sidlug too. He's a new fella.
Yeah. Nice dude.
Real cool guy.
There you go. You can kind of see JACKO's
some blockabus.
The mini mock card holder of his bigger build. Or into some of the night photos. So this was Katie's, King Katie. If you know King Katie, this was her car. She had a car park in Japan with some proper cool iconic cars. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
look at that belly. Fire belly. Bless you.
That was crazy.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm. Damo's got a really good video of that one that you'll probably play soon.
I will. Yeah. Lego Weens pumpkins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they were in costume all weekend too. That was cool. Yeah, they were committed.
Queenslanders, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a shot. Look at that.
Wow.
Like Henry said, like you can realize, these are tails from the dinosaur. And, you can see like they're 2x2 rounds and stuff. Like the detail and the time and the effort to build this thing, it's nothing short of impressive.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Was it Snowtown or Christmas Town for this one?
Snowtown.
I don't know. What's the name? It had a name. I can't remember what it was. It did have a name. There it is. There's your
hell figure.
The hell figure. Beast of a haunted house.
Yes.
And we will go through the video for that one because the video is cool as hell. A bigger view of it. A strip in Japan. This was over the back end. This was cool. For those is there a second photo of it? For those that have been to Japan, me and Bill were talking about it. I'm pretty sure this was Dotonbori. If you know Dotonbori, it's like a strip of just like food and it's near the water and it's very hardcore tourist area. But it was done bloody well.
It really was.
And even if it's not that area, it was close. So whatever area it is, it was done
there though, didn't it? It just
yeah. Like just attention to detail in printing, like ATM machines to signs to think, who's going to bend down and look down inside deep half of the holes and stuff.
Yeah.
It was done well. Oh, there you go. Kasuga Koban, so wherever that is, it was done very well. Big lobster on the wall. That's what kind of I thought it was in the Dotonbori area because the lobster on the building.
Yeah.
The Huni Kitty in the window. Yeah.
So this was next.
Is that Scuba Town?
Yes, the Scuba Town next to the big fish display one that we chose, but. A little bit of light, a little bit of glow in the dark bricks, mate. It's effective. So I'm so glad it was done. I'm so glad that the night lights out session was done.
Yeah, that was really cool because it just let everything pop like the way it's supposed to be when you put lights in a build.
Yeah.
Because the whole during the day, it's got to be lit up right for the punters. You can't drop the lights. It's just not safe, obviously. But when you can really just dim the hall, everything was just lit up by Lego pretty much. Just a few little dim lights, but the rest of it was just all Lego lights. It was great.
And, like as we go through some of this stuff, like even the Star Wars collab, the modular and little bits and pieces and all the dioramas that everybody done, this stuff rivals Brickworld. This stuff rivals the world's best shows. Like there was shit there this year that was just proper, holy shit awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, dude, of course.
Nice.
Like, you look at the guys that would have been there in the chat, me and Bill, we've gone to Japan and other shows around. There's stuff that's coming out now that's just,
Yeah, Claire, the lights out was for just April's. We had a full party with it. It was awesome.
Yeah. And I let Sam and Critter play and choose the music, and that won't happen ever again. I promise.
That's a couple of bangers. They put on a couple of bangers.
Yeah, there was a few. So I guess we're going to go through. This will go through most of the builds now through the day. Sonic and Flash, and the background. Obviously, there's no video, so that was moving very fast.
The figures actually went back and forth too.
Yeah, they have a little jostle race.
Yeah,
so this is one about. Yeah, this is one of our Sidlug projects. This was so much fun to work with. Josh Morris was the designer of the kind of basic modules. I think we had 23 or 22 builders contributing to this, and everyone just kind of like put their own little personal flair into their little hallway, told a little story or whatever. And some people did bigger things, like Paul made a reactor and Josh made a big hangar. Some modified their hallways, but it's all easily stackable and modular. And Matt M also made that great base plate, which kind of just lifts it up and gives it all that nice level structure. Because you know what it's like trying to put a build across table joints.
Yes,
it's just awful.
Especially trestle tables.
Yeah. So this made it just sit nice and flush. So he did a fantastic job, and it was just really fun to make. So shout out to Josh for the initial design and getting it going, and everybody else who put in. Every little floor had something different and new, a cool little story, or just something for the Star Wars fans.
Yeah, very.
I know you're even impressed because you normally skip these photos, man. You're like, "Yep, cool." And even you were like, "Oh, look at that! Yeah, you enjoyed it. I know you did."
Because it doesn't look like Star Wars.
Okay, cool. Well, at least we got you.
I like that it's different.
Yeah. Well, there's so many different little Easter eggs in there because a lot of floors did have things that weren't Star Wars related. You know, there was all sorts of different themes going on, so it was just up to your imagination, really.
Not just that, man. I dig collab builds done right. Like BBX, they do the realms. You know, other shows do different stuff. I love collab builds. It just goes to show that it doesn't matter what your taste or flavor or design is. You can mash 10 different builders together, and if you got that minimal base, it'll work.
Yeah.
So we're going to exactly with what Lego stands for is playing well together. So
that's it.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, and the best bit about it is because it's so modular. We can do it again next year and make it go even higher, make it bigger. Sure. Come up with some other cool, funky things to do with it. So it's a good eye catcher. Everybody got to see it like bang right in the front door.
Yeah,
this was cool.
These penguins were sick.
Like I said, we'll go through the videos shortly, but these penguins ran around and played soccer. It was very cool.
So kids could do it. You can see a control there on the table. There was literally controls. Penguins are wearing a hat, so you know which controller controls it. And literally all weekend, kids just played soccer.
It was crowded.
Penguins. It was. He had it at Canberra last year.
There you go.
Well.
So there's a nice photo of the mini build.
Very cool.
To the bigger one, and then the souped up, hyped up version.
Yeah.
Did I see you smash this at the end of the weekend?
Yeah, it's done. It's finished.
Gone.
Yep.
See you later.
Like half of it was there last year, so it's a year old. Yeah. It's done. I want my parts back.
That's the other thing that was cool too. Like for once, there was not many. Oh, seen that before. Oh, cool, something new. You know what I mean? Yeah, people, were bringing older stuff, but reinvented, shaken up a bit. You know what I mean?
Thanks for making that qualification for me, Billsy.
Well, hey, I did suggest you bring all the other mad shit you got at home that you left collecting dust that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
I did see towards the end of the weekend, some kid literally high-five the shit out of this ring.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
And it stayed on?
No, smashed it. Like it exploded.
Was Kale next to it?
All right.
Yeah.
No,
was Kale all right?
I'm like, dude, some little shit high-fived your ring. You might want to go and rebuild it. And he did. He did what he had to do and got it done. But Batman with the jaw, I liked this thing. This was
cool.
His chin is cool. So good.
Yes.
Like
it's a power chin.
Yep.
Who wouldn't want that bust? I mean, I'd have nowhere to put it, but it's still
It's going to get bigger too. I was actually talking to Kale about it, and it's going to get higher than sort of Doctor Strange is behind him there. So it's going to come up more and have maybe some dioramas and stuff in there too. So it's going to be good to see that evolve.
And this is Al from Al's Brick Shed.
Yep.
His hotel build, also another stunner.
This is the thing, right? And this is what I said, and I was talking, like I talked about the Minity stuff. When you realize how insanely detailed this thing is inside and outside and on the top and on the back, when you're at the shows and it almost gets lost, but it just depends what you're looking at, but it is impressive as hell. From the DJ and the dance floor to the different, I think there was a bar room with flashing light and the lighting in this one.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well. I actually wish I saw him set it up and pack it up, because often with builds you can see little bits and pieces of like, oh, okay, that's the joint or that's the base plate. And on that hotel, couldn't really pick it. It's like, how is this big, solid monstrosity here? And he's like, it was epic.
This was funny as hell. The cars watching people race. Shout out to Michael, Lego Auto House.
Mad Cargo. Yeah. And there's a link to Al's Brick Shed.
Pandy McDandy, thank you for the follow. Enormous, massive maxi figs and a headless dragon with some blood.
Yes.
It's so funny.
And not many people picked it up. But when they did, they're like, oh.
Yeah. You can see their face transform and go, oh.
Bro, I had to do a double take because I was like, oh, man, has somebody knocked the head off the dragon? And I'm like, oh, no, he's chopped the head off.
Somebody has knocked the head off the dragon. It's bleeding.
And that's just also that castle, that epic castle, and those maxi figs have done the rounds now. They've done a bit of a lap around the country. And this was its last outing. So we were very lucky at BRICKBUILT to see it. Because it was very cool. I saw a few people on socials today begging him not to dismantle the maxi figs, just the castle. So, but yeah, it was very good.
Did he smash into a box like I did, or did he carefully pack it away?
No, I think so far it's been carefully packed away, but it is being retired.
Right on.
I don't know if we got a video of it, but Nick's guitar guy with the strumming guitar. Cool as frick, man.
Yes.
It was. And then, I don't know if you guys seen it, he took the guitar away from it.
Yep.
And then it looked like he was strumming something else. It's even better without the guitar.
I got a funny little video of that with him just over it looking real creepy. It was great.
Shout out to Nick. It's a sick bloody build. And to hide the movement as neat as he's done as well is pretty cool.
Yeah. Because it's a complicated little movement and there's a lot of things to balance. So there's not much to wrap around there, right? It's tight and tidy.
That's right.
It's done well.
And an interchangeable head.
Yeah, you can put the Peter Garrett head on there.
I wonder where you got the cigarette idea from, Henry.
I'm not a proprietary owner of cigarettes.
No, but I know. But I know where he got the idea from. And he builds some weapon like Game Boys out of bricks too.
Yep.
Which for me, because I'm a retro gaming fan, I love it. It was sick. Yep. And his pirate ship, his cut section pirate ship. Weeping Willow, I think it was called, from Eric.
Yes.
Cool. But horrified. Same as their one they done on the show. For those that watched season 5.
6.
Alex and Ben's city with the oversized dog having a go at Joss's Godzilla, which is pretty cool. The dog's cute. So
I think the dog won though, because when Joss took Godzilla back, his arm fell off. So the dog obviously won.
Dog had a bite.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. So this is mine and Bill's double table Wild West. So for everybody now, start taking notes as well. And we got a lot of people on the weekend talking about this as well. Technically, it's 3 bricks deep and 14 3 plates deep and 14 plates wide. But what we want to do, we can split it anywhere. So if anybody, and hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, message, what we're going to start doing when we go to each show now is either take even one base plate or 3 or a slice or whatever, or expand it to 10 tables big or whatever. We want to start making this a collab build. So similar to what you've done with the Star Wars type stuff.
Yeah.
But, and some people might only be able to afford 110 base plate and a tree. But hey, if that's what gets you into collab builds, let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get in there,
Good way to get something on the table.
Yeah. Everybody's got a lot of brown mess in their leftover boxes, under their table. And I don't think we're about to pull up photos now, but it technically started with us two and Henry back in Canberra. Henry's got some wicked Wild West buildings. And again, you build them to certain specs, or you just make sure you got this color here or that color there, hey, start to become part of the collab builds and start inviting people, and who knows where it will end.
Yeah, get into it. We've been trying to convince Henry to, because I think his Wild West stuff is covered in tumbleweeds now, but hopefully they'll come out of retirement.
Well, we know they're protected because Dalton's made the friggin' coffins for them.
Oh, that's it.
Joss brought out some new creatures.
That's some great creatures there.
Yeah, he did. I was actually lucky enough to be next to Joss this weekend and got to really spend some time looking at these, and just some phenomenal techniques he has. They're just epic.
And that Spirited Away build is just amazing.
Yeah.
The detail on the wall, the what do you call them? Not murals, but whatever it is, the wall stuff. Yeah, but that's not finger painting, mate. That's art.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's art.
He's a freak when it comes to this style. Using the old school Bionicle stuff, and this one's my favorite. This owl.
Yeah.
Thing that I love. This we actually talked to him about it. Definitely by far my favorite. But when you start looking at how and parts he uses to get what he does, it's like, come on, man, how'd you even think of that?
It's very majestic, that owl.
All of his stuff is insane, and obviously, hey, lean to what you're good at, and he does by far. So, shout out to Joss and his creatures, very bloody cool. Even that, it's cool as hell.
So he told me he's got a lizard for every month. That's what he's going to do. So that's a January, and if you scroll from left to right, that's January, February, March, April, May. There you go.
Bloody hell.
It's going to have a big year of creatures and lizards.
What about Smarch?
This lousy Smarch weather.
Thank you, Elkie. Thank you for subscribing. Now, this was Bill's other build. He literally built Springfield.
This was very popular.
Yeah, it's so good.
I want you to have to talk about your own build, but mate,
you got the Homer. You got the Homer in there. You got the TIE fighter. You had everything.
I tried to get a lot of references from iconic first 10 season episodes, but I actually really liked building this. I just it just flowed. I just couldn't stop building it once I started, and if anything, it's the first time ever I've done a build, and I was kind of disappointed that it was over so quick because I enjoyed building it so much. And I really tried hard not to look at any Simpsons Lego when I did it. I brought up a picture, like a still shot on the screen of, say, Most Tavern in cartoon form, and then I Lego-ified it. So I really tried not to look at any other mocks or ideas of things or anything like that, and so I'm going to do another table to it because it was over so quick.
You can keep going. There's so much more to the town you can add. You got the nuclear power plant.
Yes.
You got to put the lemon tree in there somewhere.
I could get the lemon tree in there.
Yeah, and even Shelbyville, you can put a little border on the side and have the dark place of Shelbyville or something. There's so much you can do.
I have a sign I made, like a highway sign that says, "You're lucky you're leaving Springfield, Shelbyville, 10 miles."
The remnants of the monorail.
You got the Homer out of all of
it. The Homer's the best.
It will be at BBX, Claire. I'm hoping
so good.
By BBX, but I have no plans of even unpacking it between now and BBX. So it's ready to go.
You can't see the TIE Fighter, but it's behind the
The
church.
TIE Fighter's in there. It's in there.
Yes.
The TIE Fighter needs to be bigger.
So
Bill, elevated to nowhere, man. Elevated to nowhere in that sky.
table 2, brother. Table 2.
Yeah, it's good work, mate.
Thanks.
And of course, Henry's Chappies are right next. No, Henry's.
Just scroll past them.
No, they're awesome. They're awesome. Get in there.
Well, awesome. You know, this is the thing that spins me out about anyone's Lego build. You don't realize the insane hundreds of hours in a knee joint or
the joints and the articulation that you can put into them is just crazy, mate.
Yeah. Thanks.
Because you can pose them any way you want, like an actual action figure, and it can balance and it's strong. Because like when you build, people don't realize when you build stuff that big, it falls around. You know what I mean? It's hard.
Green screen, but like the hip can flex.
It's so cool.
You know, like it's
It's like you've got an action figure toy, pretty much.
I just broke it. Henry, can you send me the instructions? But yeah, no, like Jacko said, like, you know, you can put the knee that way and then twist it out sideways. Like there's no, the builds are insane. I do have the favorite of mine was obviously the guy in the camo with the gun. And for those that don't know, Henry loves his guns. And I think him and Nick fanboyed over guns for a little while. But those that have seen Chappie 2, they're very Chappie inspired. But there was a photo that Bill took. The orange one is posed so perfectly for.
With the poo under it. Yes.
Like it legit looks. Hold on, where's my phone?
Yep.
Waste has got to go somewhere, man. And I hope he does it on your face.
There was another photo where someone's got a Lego made poo emoji and put it underneath it as well.
Oh, that's funny.
You know the funniest part is that I did it. BILSY didn't know. I put it in the chat, and Henry automatically blamed us both and wrote dickheads. And I'm just like, just both down.
Guilty by default.
Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
No, they're very cool, man. They're very cool. Rowan, it probably was your emoji poo.
Yeah. Thanks.
And Henry's go and follow Henry's links. Grease, thanks for sharing that too. So for those that don't know, Henry's probably been around longer than any of you guys would have even liked Lego. Go and find, like, I'm talking 6-7 years worth of insane mech builds like this. You know, not just that he's obviously a good mate of ours and he's here every Monday. Like, you know, you've got to give the respect where it's at. Go and follow Henry's stuff and go check out some stuff he's got and some of the cool shit, not just Holiday Inn stuff, but, you know, some of the new stuff I know he's got coming up.
I suppose he has won a season of Lego Masters. Couldn't be that bad.
Well, he didn't win Bricksmith, so, you know.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. It's more, well, it's more than any of us, so.
100%.
Well, Cade was 1 out of 1.
Well, odds, you know.
Quit while he's ahead. Good call.
Jasmine's, if you're into trains and wherever this is built and mimicked from, somewhere down in Melbourne somewhere.
Yeah, the scale on this, she got perfect. It was just really good.
Train things. Alice in Wonderland, I love it because I'm an Alice in Wonderland absolute fan. But the stories and the whole build done bloody brilliantly.
Yeah. And you had that big maxi figure to draw you in because it's kind of what you need to do, as you were saying before, amongst the big sea of awesome builds. But you see it from a mile away, you're like, oh, what's that? And then, oh, what's that?
Yeah. Very, very, very cool. This thing was awesome. Yeah. This, I don't think I got a video of it, but the legs were like,
yes, it literally was terrifying, right? Like a full nightmare fuel for the little kids. They were like, even I remember when we had our what was it, the low sensory session, like everyone was like, Sam, you got to turn it off, mate. It was scary. It'll be too intense.
Yeah.
Newport Sheds, Melbourne Lego Train Group project. I think Helena just said. There you go. Train nerd things, nerds. There's Alex guitar. proper brick built, not just laser cut and glued. So mad respect for that, brother. Very, very nice. Now, for those that have been to shows over the last couple of years, you would have seen. I keep forgetting his name, but he has
Chris.
one of the biggest, best Technic size car collections out there. But it's the first time I've seen these exploded apart type style builds, which was cool. And of course, the transformer all done out of the Porsche Technic build. Very bloody cool. Very, very cool. So, and the gun, not bad. If that's your thing.
Whose is that? How did I miss that one? Whose is that?
This is it's that French name.
It's a Les Miserables.
That's it.
Oh. And was it a younger kid that did that? He was very good.
I don't know who done it, but it was done very, very neatly. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
I wanted just to steal that to put on the Wild West because, like I said before, mate, you get some brown, a few different stories, take out what you think is the Les Mis stuff, and you get yourself a Wild West homeless party. Bang, right there.
Wow. That's really cool. Actually, I need to apologize to that builder because I just walked past assuming it was Diagon Alley. I paid no attention. I don't know. Like, legit, I'm actually annoyed I didn't stop and look at that closely now. So
this might have been the castle by the 9-year-old. Maybe. This little beast.
That's cool in itself.
This one was a touchy subject. This big display. Like, I mean, if you love helicopters, mate, you're throttling. Some people that are very Lego purists, not fan because of war helicopters.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yep, definitely heard a few comments. Why would you bring war into Lego? Hey, it is what it is, and hey, it's a big bloody collection.
Hey, like Star Wars is all about war. In the stars, like what's the difference? It's just lasers.
It's 2024. JACKO. I know. Conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution. Yeah.
Up until
a couple
of years ago, Lego would not allow anything war depicting at a show anywhere.
Man, they literally made the Osprey.
I've heard about that.
Made the Osprey.
They relaxed it a few.
Why do you think
you mean back? Star Wars? There's war. Yeah, in the chat, everyone says war in Star Wars.
Oh, I'm with you guys. Like whoever's coming at you talking about not having war stuff, mate. Let's talk about Star Wars. You drop kicks,
mate. Wild West.
Why are you going to spend $1,300 on one ship? You know what I mean,
mate? Wild West is one of the most inappropriate eras in American history.
And it's celebrated hard.
Literally celebrated hard.
We talked about these.
Moving on.
Yeah, we talked about these figs from Brickvention. Very cool, very well done, very well posed. Amazing. Absolutely loved them. I got some good photos of them. This one, obviously, another Queensland man fan, all album covers, and of course a boombox. Until he started rubbing it into me, how quick it is that he can pack up. So Glenn, and I know Glenn's in the chat.
Yep.
So if you ever see another Brick and A-File in the chat, this is his.
He's in the photo too.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
right
there. T-Swift.
So how quick does it take him to pack up?
Like less than 5 minutes.
Yes. He packs up. He Tetrises the shit out of his build. He packs up so well. So that boombox, my understanding, gets filled with socks and undies. Like, that's how well he packs.
He builds his own luggage.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
Yeah. So his 5 minutes compared to our hour and a half and everyone else's time and effort. But shout out to the finger painted album covers though. Like so many people were picking up, their different favorite bands and stuff like that. So good stuff, Glenn, mate. You already know we like it, but we're biased. There's obviously the hospital that we chose.
18 of those mosaics fill the Mustang box. There you go. See, he's the king of Tetris.
Yeah, 18 in one Mustang box. Come on.
Yeah.
A clearer photo of the ghost train, which is freaking awesome.
The Hellfigure.
It is. It's just so cool, eh? Like, how can you not?
Lots of details. Is that just in JACKO City? Yeah.
Tweaked, I guess. Yeah, with some speed champs.
Cool.
Couple of cool ships. Whoa, what's that? That doesn't look appropriate at all.
Is that not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah. Very cool little build.
And the River of Chocolate.
How's the Oompa Loompas? I like the Oompa Loompas. Batman Manor, maybe not. Just another castle.
There's a Batman on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Cool. I mean, if collecting elements of Lego is your thing, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely collecting something.
Good way to display it.
A lot of different elements there.
I suppose this is a good thing to have at a convention, because think about all the new people that think about, oh, how do I get into it? Where do I start? They can look at this little board and go, oh, look at all those pieces that I could possibly.
No, so you know what this is?
You know what I mean? You can spark imagination.
No, this is Ray, aka Ramen Cup's price board. Go over there. Tell me what
His what? His what?
His price board.
His menu.
Yeah, his menu. Yeah, this is Raymart menu.
But you know, the speed that people are releasing. Lego are releasing new elements now. And go follow New Elementary as well, Australian legend. You know, this will be 2 more pages, 3 more pages by the next show.
Yeah.
And there'd be stuff in here that people, you know, you don't realize that exists. That some people, even, you know, people like us that have been around for a while, didn't realize existed too. So it's a cool little reference. Love the music notes and the bent paper.
Yes.
Cool little Star Wars scene.
Yeah. Why doesn't no one ever do that thing that you talked about? You know, that Order 69 or whatever it is?
Order 69.
Isn't that a dark part in the movie? Someone should do that as well.
I've made little dioramas from that before, but they've, you know, seen their shows and been smashed in the box.
Order 69.
Yep. Order 69.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The shit you picked on me last time about it.
It was 3 off.
You're close. You're pretty close. I loved this one. Out of all, the Gorgon one was crazy, but this one was just, it had good presence. You know, he's pondering, but he's got those 2 really mean-looking, I guess, Anubis-looking guards side by side.
You know what, Henry? You should have put a Chappie on this.
One of Henry's.
Yeah.
What's that?
Chappie would look sick
the shit out of your orange one, bro. Like, that thing looks vicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's the thing is, Andrew is one of the best Bionicle builders I've ever seen. Like, it's nuts.
We were telling him that he needs to take this shit to Japan.
Yeah,
literally will blow their mind.
He would win awards like nothing. This is what they do over there.
Yeah.
And right, like you look at some of this, how do you think of putting, you know, like some of this stuff together?
So I actually had a show with Andrew and Joss before any of us had been on, before Joss and I had been on Lego Masters. We had a show where it was like a mech showcase show, like Sidlard ran it, and it was like a mech showcase show. And so it was me, Joss, and Andrew had, you know, and I had the Sentinel and the Gundam at the time. And Joss hadn't really developed into the Serpent sort of Dragon King yet or anything like that. But he had a few little mechs. But Andrew had a couple of that big guy in the chair. But he hadn't had that guy yet. Like, it was nuts. And you can see how far he's come, like in terms of his raw imagination coming through to the builds. Like, he brings them to life with such ferocity, right?
Dude, like, look at this thing. Like, it literally looks like it's all shields on worms.
Yeah, you kind of think, where does everything attach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I look in. I'm like, I can't figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
man.
it's all hidden and covered, and so many parts just sticking out of things. You're like, where does it all fit?
Yeah, man. And that's the thing that Andrew nails, right? And that's what what we learned is that it's all in the pose. It's all in the pose. You can like, these mechs would look super boring if they were just standing there, like in a very, very sort of surgical pose, but like he's brought them to life with, you know, like they're reaching for swords. They've, you know, got these menacing poses. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
that's off.
Yeah. Damn you.
Well done.
But don't think if you're in the chat and thinking, my God, I can't compete with this, or I can't do anything like this. Don't let it put you off, because you can get, like, as someone that's been displaying for a long time, I can get inspiration from the tiniest little simplest builds at shows like this. So you don't have to build this sort of scale.
Someone primarily said of these static builds, no man, every one of these are posable.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Some space Mars.
Yeah, that was from the Wilkses.
Yep.
I like this one because it's not traditional spacey colors and stuff. It's totally different.
Yeah, the really earthy cliff.
The cliff is sick. I want to steal it. That will backdrop the Wild West insanely good.
I was going to say we should have put a space cowboy in there.
No, just steal it. It's easier. This is King Katie's the car park Japan car collection. Me just being a car fan, I like cars. I like the cars, especially if you're Initial D cartoon fan. Simple but cool, and obviously a typical vending machine. Sam's Gold Coast. There you go.
The pumpkins were sick.
Look at that.
Sick. And living the theme too.
Yeah, committed so well.
Oh no, they haven't put their makeup on yet.
That's how they are every day. Yep. They're actually skeletons.
Yeah. No, very cool.
like Henry said, the pumpkins are cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Oh, and there's the other side of it. Very dark. Very brilliant. I don't know what this is, but this lit up really well.
This
really
was a university.
Well. Okay.
I
all this was right.
Fictional university, but a university.
Jason's Brickheads.
Yeah.
These come all the way from Longreach. Big shout out to Jason. Best part about him, you got a lot of shows. People flex their collection of brickheads. Every single one of these is made by Jason.
Yes.
He was the furthest person traveled.
He usually is.
Yeah, he came from the furthest position away possible.
And you know what? He always gets there before me and BILSY too. Doesn't matter. Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, he always gets there before us, and he comes from twice as far.
Man's is punctual.
There's a blue collection.
He'd come from Longreach. Where is Longreach? I don't know.
Longreach?
I don't know where it is.
So if you
it's a long reach away.
Oh mate, it's longer than longer away. Like it's almost Uluru.
Right. It's a very long reach away.
Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Yeah, and then this thing's like 60 kilos solid. The oversized.
There's the man himself above the brickhead.
Yeah, northwest Queensland. Yeah.
Uluru. Wow.
North Wild West Queensland.
Jeez, that's a long way.
This one's Lauren and Dye's tomb temple.
Beautiful.
Very, very nice. Some
clearly
parts in that. That's not actually the Egypt pyramid. That's the one in Vegas, the casino.
Cool build. Very cool.
These were unique. We kept looking at these. We kept going back to these things.
Yes.
Something about it is cool, different.
So this is by Philip Miles, and for those of you who don't know Philip Miles, Google Philip Miles landscape artist. He is an amazing oil painter of landscapes, and he's just got that knack for, like, his builds are so artsy. Like when you see them, like he's very, very talented.
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he had them out at Illawarra Brickfest as well a few weeks ago too. And
okay.
They're well received there also.
It's brilliant.
Oh, those are from Edwards, who he won an award for his gold for not for those ones, but he won one for the glow bricks, the glow tent one.
Okay, yep. For those that want to know why these are tree parts so expensive at Brinkley now, blame him. There you go, Damo's cars,
yes,
and trucks,
the FedEx.
and
he's got the slave one on there too.
The very nice chromed wheels and engine bits.
Yeah, his cars are really cool.
Yep.
That truck looks sick.
Truck is awesome. Good nod. Philip is just great at capturing the story. Last year he had the wind and the willows. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
Okay. Wind and the Willows. That was his one from last year.
Yeah. Sydney Airport to Longreach is 1,300 kilometers.
Wow.
There you go.
Bloody hell. There's John and Katie's Bluey and Bingo. Put a few dots and you can make them mum and dad too. That one's like asking, like, how many kids would want to pick that up just for a hug?
Yeah.
Literally, it's like inviting.
Yeah. The bat.
And then the creepy nightmare
that was
made
sick.
of bat. Yeah. Very well done. Scary, but very well done. This one, I was talking to Bill about this one. I said, you know what? This one was missing what non-Lego they should have done? A 45-degree mirror.
Above
so you
it.
could look at it top down and try sit and spend time to, you know, eyeball your maze, your way in and out.
Very cool build.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it just needed David Bowie in there.
I see what you did there.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as his long reach joke.
Well, I'll be here all week, guys. Homer in the bushes. Yeah.
I don't. Is there a reference for why this is green? You Star Wars nerds, aren't you?
No,
you'd have to ask JD that one.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm good. I don't like talking about Star Wars. You just can ask him.
These cars were sick.
Yeah, so this is a mix of about, I don't know who built them all, but the actual designers for these cars, there's about 4 or 5 different designers in some of these. But, you know, when you got designers, no matter where they're from, when you build them, when you can look at some of the cars and pick them so quick, it's like, you know, there's some effort and time. So like I think Bill, you're with me. This is my car, but obviously in red. Mine's white, my wagon. And legit, my dad has this ute in red.
Yeah, wow.
So I was like, I was definitely a big fan of him.
But the fact you can just tell even from here that that's an Evo, like that's sick.
Yeah. And some race cars and stuff like that. So hey, and bias, I love my race cars. So
and here's the Batmobiles.
Yep, some sick Batmobiles.
Oh man, this guy does Batmobiles and he does Batmobiles well.
Yep,
he's all he wants to do is build Batmobiles, and you can tell.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they're all so good.
Yeah, detail.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. But
and a lot of them are really. Go on.
I was going to say, I think Lego are bringing this out.
Really?
Yep.
No way. Yeah, lots of them are really playable too. He's got like heaps of cool play features where things come out and come apart and this and that. So it's not just the overall skin of it. The internals all look cool, and there's heaps of like functionality in a lot of them.
Who's the Batman builder? F111 bricks. So
F111 bricks.
Number 1, then the word 11 on Instagram.
Yeah, Kev, it's the same guy that I showed you last time.
Yeah. He's been around. He's got a lot of good shit. Binacles, I guess it's just showing you the collection of binacles and everything else around it. Hey, if you're hardcore into the theme, the dude had everything. I think he even had it. Yeah, he did. Look. He even had one that no one wants, Galador.
Ew.
What is that?
Ew, what's that?
I don't even know what it is.
Galador.
Oh.
Mate, you need Nathaniel back.
Lego don't want anyone to remember what Galador is.
Let me Google it real quick.
Mate, are you legit didn't know what Galador was?
No.
Oh, dude.
No, dude. What is it? I just Googled it. I just Googled it, and it's already pretty funny.
I don't know if he's still into Lego or he's actually not a virgin anymore. But Nathaniel, absolute legend of a dude, collected Galador, and then he legit got it tattooed up his forearm.
It's the best contraceptive device you'll ever use.
Wow.
Oh Jesus. 3 Little Pigs story, base plates, not too bad. That's another. Which one would this one be? Wait, hold on. Monster High. Oh, that's why we don't get it. Evie would get it. Fortnite, for those that like Fortnite weird shit. Planes, seen them all before.
Oh,
That was Jason's coral build. He won the mock card holder award with his coral mock card holder. Very colourful.
So what you're saying is if I get a plain mock card holder and put in something colourful.
Yep.
It's done well.
Absolutely.
Done
How cool is the trophies?
I was about to
The
say
Damo
that.
made. Yeah, the trophies that Damo made. So cool. Yeah.
Done very well. But yeah. That's a insane color overload coral.
Yeah.
My Lego Master auction build would have got lost in that.
Yeah.
This is Dalton. Sorry, this is Dalton's big build.
Welcome to BRICKBUILT, Sydney.
Best announcer ever.
The voice of Sid. The voice of this.
The voice of BRICKBUILT. Yeah.
Mate. And then you see what it looks like, and you're expecting, welcome to BRICKBUILT, everyone.
He's legit that kid from The Simpsons that drops the burger. You know?
The squeaky teen. Squeaky voice teen.
If I had a girlfriend, she'd
there
kill
on
me.
Sunday and even heard the voiceover. Dalton legit has a proper PA set in gold voice.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
The MC of dreams.
And Henry mimics it, replicates it the best. Henry, give us the welcome to BRICKBUILT.
Dalton doesn't know that, so let's not throw that impression in there.
Obviously horror train, horror setup, and all that kind of cool stuff. There was some cool minifig stories in this one.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when the night thing went through, sit there and watch it. Amanda, the legend with her toys and Connect 4 and Cluedo and
did you ever play
boobs and vagina words on a Scrabble?
Did you ever play the Connect 4?
No.
Well, why not? It was fun as. You should have had a go.
I touch everything I break. And there's Amanda in the background. What are you watching, Amanda?
Is she asleep?
What do you think the story is? I didn't see that. I don't think I stopped and looked at this one.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
Is it just being facetious when I just asked that question? Like, is that
Because there's
why?
so many stories in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I saw the what do you think the story is? And I thought, I don't know. I'm not going to look.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. I can see an appreciation token there in front of the name card.
Oh, there you go. From Jason.
Oh, that's cute.
That's Jason's appreciation token. Jason got the story.
Jason, what was the story?
We're not
Tell
smart
us so
enough.
we don't look dumb.
No, we didn't get it. No.
Some more army tanks.
It
and
was
war
for you
things.
to decide. There you go. That was the story.
Oh.
Or is that just what you came up with, Steve?
He solved it for us. These are from Ethan, I think Josh's boy.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Ah, there you go. Salute to the war. Legend.
Mhm. Well, if those are all right, what's wrong with the helicopters?
Oh, I think it was just like the conversation army in general.
Yeah. I know. We won't bring
And
it
then
back
you
up.
look at this. And then you look at
Yeah.
this. This
And
is
then we got
all
the
right.
Star War.
Yeah.
I thought the helicopter
The war that are in the stars.
was a good display.
Yeah.
Oh, the helicopters are insane, but it needs to motorize every single one of them. So
Oh, if they're all
couple of
spinning.
legs going off.
Yeah. Or have some hovering.
Have
That'd be
some
cool.
hovering and spinning
Mhm.
would be cool.
Mhm. And this is Andrew's Hogwarts. It's been growing like every show. See
That's
the
a dark rabbit hole to go down, man.
that purple line. If you zoom into his little map there, that's his plan for his overall footprint.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's filling in bits as he goes, right? Like
Wow.
you'll see that little color code as to what he's done and what he's planning, what he's been doing.
Yep.
But his big plan, who knows when he's going to do it? I think he had like an ETA of 2050 just as a joke. But his big footprint is that big. He's going big.
Well, yeah, that's a dark, deep, expensive rabbit hole to go down,
Yep.
Yes.
especially with Harry Potter size scale. For
Mhm.
this, shout out to Nick.
I loved this one.
Very, very clean, very
Yeah.
nicely well done, and massive scale.
Yeah.
And Nick's got a kid surprisingly building this big, you know. So Henry's idea of a contraceptive doesn't work with this build. Nick's a legend. And I do like it because when I first seen it, I think Bill were walking around, we just assume it's a sugar meal, but it doesn't matter what it is, sugar, wheat, corn, it's
a mill.
It's insane. Tesla powered. Don't know what that was. Needed a little bit more detail of the head.
The head seems a bit small for the body, but it's still cool.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was like a concept of a movie or a book or like, they just kind of built crazy.
But that creepy hand coming out, that's kind of cool.
Right, that one. It's gone for the reach around.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. That's a surprise. Wow.
He's about to get a surprise.
Yeah, hello.
And
oh, that's Hodor being grabbed through the door.
What's that?
Game of Thrones reference, I guess.
Game of Thrones. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it either, but at least I got the reference.
I like the reach around reference better.
Do you go back a sec? Go back one. Yeah, I met Linda and I had a really good chat with her. She knew everything about these battleships. Like she gave me a history lesson.
Dude, she gave us a chat on this guy and who this guy was and where he come from and what he done in that.
Yeah, right.
Like it's reference to a real person back in that era. Cool scale.
Very cool.
Oh, the Red Rocket.
Everyone knows a Red Rocket.
Cool Instagram build.
Shout out to MK Bricks for those ones.
I'll go back for a sec.
Cars?
That's the Animal Crossing build by
Tim.
Yes.
Built for the game.
Yes.
Built like the game, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
I've never played Animal Crossing, but
I've played it a little bit, and yeah, it's very accurate. It's very good. Tim Rogers, Elkie said.
Yeah.
Tim Rogers.
Who is Elkie? Is that you, Dan?
No. Is it not Katie?
No, I think it's Dan.
Dan, yeah.
It's Dan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dan.
I can tell you this is one of the most accurate builds of Animal Crossing. I think that's what she said. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's Jono. Some cool different styles of Formula One cars, and then the ships hovering over the water. There were 3 Animal Crossing builds. Okay.
That's cool.
Geez, trusting in the strength of those, I wouldn't.
Mm.
I like the Stingrays though. This is the zoo.
Zoo.
Yeah, John and Katie Zoo.
John and Katie's zoo, yeah. So from the one that built the bingo and the bluey.
Yeah.
This looked really sick. I don't know if Elkie is Dan, yeah.
Confirmed.
She did do a good job. Shout out to Dan organising the VIP night, but it would have been more brutal if we got 50 people to playing Dirty Bricks instead of 2 25s.
You know, the only thing I didn't like about it was we couldn't watch the other group get butt hurt because that's half the fun.
Yeah.
Like,
but it just would have taken so much longer if you put 50 people. There's so much stealing going back and forth. It would be chaos. It'd take forever.
It would take a while.
Yeah, it would take.
That's why
it would be fun. Yeah, if we had more hours and alcohol, absolutely. Mondo Dirty Bricks session.
I like now that finger painting's turning into greebling and 3D and raised bricks now as well. But this one was kind of cool too because you wouldn't think to use these bricks either. It's not just studs or tiles.
Yep.
So cool, neat work. I think this was Simon's daughter's lenticular.
Yeah, that's so cool how it goes to the disappearing cat on one side.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is Christy. Wow. This is Christy's one.
Jeez, that's detailed.
I really like this one.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, but mad respect for the actor, like the nice looking of the portrait. And like on this, like when you're up close, there's a lot of pink, obviously to give that skin blur taste, but Beautiful.
Yeah, the shading's so good.
Yeah, I always give a shit, and I say, was that a portrait of the Beatles?
Yeah.
She's like, no, dickhead.
Just really mess with her. You're like, I love the Jackson 5.
Oh, man, I was just like, I actually was like, oh, is that the Beatles mosaic is amazing? And she's like, idiot.
So was the Honda logo.
Not gonna lie, I want this for my garage. I want one in my garage. The famous Helena's star,
A nebula.
That's the word I was thinking of. The telescope finger paintings. Very nice.
This was popular too, very popular.
But were they lit up? I don't remember seeing them lit up at night unless I didn't walk down that area. I didn't check.
I think there's lights in them.
Obviously, Helena got an appreciation brick too, so nice work, mate. Nice work. Jen's Lego again with the characters. What are they called? Geisha girls?
Geishas.
Geishas? They are, aren't they?
Jet stuff.
What's this one called?
So some of these were also lug projects as well. Some collab lug projects. They did mosaics too. We had 4 projects. We did the Death Star, the Star Wars. The Star Wars one, the space one, the mosaics, and there was a city and train layout too.
Oh, that's a Picasso. Oh, that's why I confused what I was looking at. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You think Helena had time to load her mosaics up? Well, what other excuse did she have? And I guess this is a replica of some special artwork, like obviously the Mona Lisa.
With the Mona Lisa and...
I thought it was Taylor Swift.
I thought it was Annalena.
Well. And then we had Bank Starry Night.
That's a better Mona Lisa than the one Lego just released.
Yeah, but why is her throat split?
For real.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is very bloody cool.
Very cool.
And pure effort for watching Dan, you know, and a mum and dad just trying to put this together, mate. Entertaining.
The photo doesn't do this justice. If you look at the bottom at that trestle table, that gives you an idea of how big this beast was.
Yeah. It was huge.
Massive.
I had to go trying to put together the Starry Night one. It's so hard because it's so big. You know what I mean? There's just that little bit of the bend that can go through it. Just trying to line it up was difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris remember actually. So yeah, they were lit up. There you go. Girl with a pearl earring. Oh, someone should do the German with a pearl necklace. I'll buy it. What? I'm talking about Felix's portrait. What?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Moving
on. Anyway,
moving along, heading towards the back wall.
Yeah.
The airport, and then obviously the stories in the build, and what's his name? Richard's minifigs on parade. That's what I was thinking of.
That's the one. Minifigs on parade.
This was cool. Yeah,
the mobs.
16 base plate of story for each pig.
And again, like we want to do, collab and build, go bigger. Collab, build, join, go bigger.
Yeah. That's another one people could just join. That's real easy stuff. If you don't have a lot of parts, but you want to get creative with a small build that turns into a bigger thing.
Yeah,
put something on a table.
Rambling Brick, for those that don't know Richard's idea of the collab. And it's, again, brilliant idea when you just want to do something really short and quick.
Richard wasn't there, was he?
No. This was his creation. Like, this was his idea, though. His concept.
Yeah. So the concept lives on.
Yes.
And I suppose anybody can really just pull the idea if they go into a show and say, hey, this is something we might want to do, so it can be continued.
There you go. Steve's is like, so Steve's in the chat. Steve, what's it called? What's this called? Steve,
it's out of D&D. It was mentioned earlier when we were looking at it by Glenn knows the answer to that one. Wait for it, and it'll
Dragonlance.
Dragonlance. That's
there you go. Nice work. The Inn of Last Home.
Yeah.
Dragonlance. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
And the bucket of soldiers, freaking awesome, like we talked about before already. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Are we still on all of Sam's photos?
Yeah.
You're taking a lot. I think there's heaps, man. There's probably a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and we're getting at 9:30 now, but you get the idea, people. These will be uploaded. We can go through them all. There is a couple.
Get to some of those videos that show off the night session, because that's really going to come alive.
I think we're good. I did want to find a photo of the Jeep though. The Jeep I like.
His first idea was to have people sit in it and like kind of drive around.
Wow.
Yeah, it's apparently strong enough, but it was a bit. We'll see how we go. It might be a bit of a safety hazard, but it was.
Show me how it moved.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the idea is to have people sit in it and move around and be a kind of interactive display, which is a lot of bricks.
I can only find this one photo. So for those, I don't know, I don't have the front of it, but yeah, this thing was big, proper big,
great detail. So.
Dan sent me a video of the creepy train. All right, yeah, we'll show the video. People love the videos.
All right. There is, of course, people, a Lego ton of more photos. So make sure if you're not following BrickBuilt Sydney or Sidlug on socials, hit the follow, because that's where you'll find more photos.
There's been heaps of photos posted already. If you follow Damo Fett, he's posted a couple of albums too, and there's great shots of everybody's builds there as well. And there'll be more coming through. So jump on those socials, or get your friends.
You're right, Henry. That's
sham around.
Of course.
It's so creepy.
It is good. And if you were there and took photos, don't forget to tag BrickBuilt Sydney so that everyone can see them as well.
Yeah, we're trying to share as much as we can to get them just pumped out there.
Yeah. Unless they're really, really shit, then tag I am BILSY.
Yeah.
Someone did.
There it is. There's the poop.
Very cool. Very cool. See, I wasn't the only one.
You're so funny. You guys are so funny.
All right. So let me get these videos up from Damo. Here we go. I found them. There's a little handful of them.
That's cool.
Genius.
Yeah, that's part of the Wilkes's Mars or space theme park. They had a roller coaster on it too.
Henry, you look at this, right? Remember, like, your movement for your Wild West stuff is like ABS. The rubbing of ABS ruined your ship halfway through the first day. How does this last for a whole weekend? You know what I mean?
I know.
Oh, Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee was there. For those who haven't seen this outfit, it's unreal. Like, he had a little bubble deployer as well, and the face mask is mechanical, and it's so
you
cool.
See the bubbles up on his shoulder. Watch up here. You'll see him start bubbling over. There you go.
He's like, this is not a suit. This is what I look like.
Yeah. He's actually he's a transformer.
Oh, here's Bill's bedroom.
Yeah.
We were all scared to go into this room and then come out.
Too dark and creepy.
No. Like what clothes we had on for the day.
Like we were worried all the BILSY stains were going to show up on his shirt.
Exposed.
But brilliant idea. Now that there's so much stuff that glows under the UV light.
Slimer.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy how much this stuff glows, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to BILSY for pushing the limits the first time we seen it with my big, literally dance floor UV lights when he built his underwater aquarium. But now that Lego have doubled down with the new space stuff, the pearl whites and that, there's some good shit. A bit of a walk around on Andrew's desk, other than the photos we saw before. Like we said, scary but insane.
Yeah.
How's that? An oversized wrench for a weapon. Wrench.
The best part of any show, of course, is just the social aspect, getting to meet new people, hang out with old friends. Like, that's the best part of any show. And then call in sick Monday to sleep it off. So.
No, I was out the door at 8:30 this morning, feeling very crusty.
We didn't get home till 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, you would have been feeling crusty too.
We're still feeling crusty.
Yeah,
well, I mean, we actually seen when we're driving up the highway, the Westpac
the
emergency helicopter was on the highway,
and a couple of ambulances. I don't know what happened.
They're after you.
Yeah. Oh, ghost train.
Is that? Have you got sound? Can you do sound? Because you had music playing with it too.
Yeah, no, I can't on this screen.
Nah, that's all right. But to give you an idea, there was a button that he had that people could press, which would make that band dance and play a random tune, like a Michael Jackson Thriller or some other kind of spooky tune.
Yeah,
it was super sick.
Critter, you do need lights for your build. Everybody needs lights.
Yes.
So for those that don't know how the lenticular designs work, other than looking through the photos, there's your image in transition.
And that is made all of cheese slopes for those that don't know.
Yeah.
What's a cheese slope?
The slope that looks like cheese.
Smelly Asian.
Oh, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bread Wallet did one years ago in Brisbane that was Batman into the Joker, and it
was sick. It was done so well.
The slopes only came in very limited colours.
That was the big train layout.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Critter too. Critter had his big chunk table at the end of here as well. And watching him
there's a few people
tables.
Oh, here's Hogwarts.
Again, this dude's going down a dark, fast, expensive rabbit hole, man.
Yeah,
I think if
he's putting these lights and this detail in this, and his maps, 8 times bigger than this.
It's a big rabbit hole, but if he pulls it off, it's going to be great.
I mean, I've seen 40-Year-Old Virgin. He doesn't need to live it in real life.
Hey, babe, check out my Lego collection.
Shout out to Brad and Harry for that. The lenticulars are cool.
Yeah.
Hey, girls, you want to see my Harry Potter 1-to-1 scale build?
Look at that.
Wow.
It's like psychedelic.
It's like Jindabyne in peak season.
No wonder electricity costs so much. Look at that.
Oh, here we go.
Rabbit hole leads to Wonderland. Yes, it does.
Wow, that's so cool. That's mean.
It's just deserving of every credit it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad we couldn't see the smoke.
Yeah, but more shows need to do lights out sessions like this where the buildings can just pop with the lighting. So many people put lights in now.
And there should be lighting awards for that too, because it's a lot of effort to put lights in.
Well, that's something we can consider for the next one then, maybe.
Quick, BBX, beat them.
There you go.
BBX also has lighting already, and they have for quite a few years. Lighting awards, and they also have advanced, intermediate, and expert. So different categories for different.
Yeah. And like we're looking at it now. We looked at it last time when Brickworld Chicago come out. Brickvention don't really do it too well, but lighting is at that level now where it has to have light. Like you're chopping yourself off at the end if you're not putting lighting in certain displays.
It just adds a whole new element.
Mm-hmm.
And with the amount of people and businesses and shops, obviously, you got the Glow Bricks and everyone else. Bricksmiths, Light My Bricks, everybody now that's doing all the lights, endless opportunities, and they've all got something different and unique in each of them too. So
they do. So my Simpsons had working traffic lights in there, which were I got from Glow Bricks last show. And I knew I had to use them. Anyway, long story short, it was the most asked thing about in the Simpsons display, and Glow Bricks sold out of traffic lights.
Perfect example. The Wild West had a hidden DeLorean in a barn. Nobody knew it was there until it got lit up.
Yes, we lit up one headlight. Then all of a sudden, bang, everybody picked the DeLorean every time. Yeah. So one LED told that story.
And Jacko, you know, your lights look good. Your lights are insane as well. And your stuff,
shout out to Light Tailing and Bricksmax for hooking it up too. They got in touch and said we want to help you light up your builds for BrickBuilt and bring them to life. And just they went hard, and we really got to get some cool stuff going with them.
But really, when you think about it, just a flex. I had the biggest lights there, motherfuckers. Just saying.
Yeah, the what?
The biggest lights there.
But look how cool the Death Star pops all lighting in the low light session too. Like, how's Josh? He put the cinema in the background. He's got Star Wars playing for all the stormtroopers.
And you know what? This is where I've always loved it from day one. I've always loved doing Lego and real things, and Lego, like the Lego with the DJ decks, the Lego, and I made a boombox. You know, now you more and more throw TVs in, throw screens in, throw lights.
Use the technology, man. Use the technology. Add it. May as well.
It adds to it.
Thanks for the links in the chat there and the shout out, Jacko. Lighting does add great element. But we only use one long-time sponsor, Glow Bricks.
We do,
show, so check them out.
But like as everybody knows, you know, trains in displays, movement makes like Henry's Wild West have little minifigs that have gunfights and pop out of areas and stuff like that. And when we did the Wild West, I think it was in Canberra, it was the only thing every single person talked about when they come to that table. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because it was back when movement of minifigs was sort of newish.
Here you go. How's Alan's dance floor on the top? Like, this is when this building really came to life. He was so stoked to see this in the low light session. So was I.
And Henry as well. Like, you know, you put your Wild West come back out now. They've got lights that flicker with flames and
See you, Steve.
See you, buddy.
So good.
Yeah, ours dance floor. If it goes up to the top of it, bloody.
But
cool.
It's great how like all the interior lights make all those rooms start to pop. All those little things that you might not be able to see before, but now they come out in like bright detail.
Yeah. Like I was saying, you know, it's at a point now where if you're building like this with the stories, with minifig scale, even big stuff, but like anything, adding them lights makes it a new story. Or
there you go.
Make
the big
star gates, whatever they're called, with bloody infinity mirrors and shit. Like, come on.
Yeah. So this is part of our space collab, which like started off as just a couple of spaceships and grew into something just ridiculous.
Let's not realize, right? And this is kind of a nod to you, man. Like the amount of engineering in this thing that people didn't realize to make it spin and do that. It got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Rohan for that one. But that was an awesome thing to figure out and work out how to just rotate such like heavy weight of Lego. Because you wouldn't realize that's heavy, man. There's a lot of bricks in there. I try to make it as light as possible, but I think that's about, I don't know, 7 or 8 kilos sitting on that column.
But see, like, this is the thing, man, that you've done it so well. People look at, like, if you're very just looking at that and keep moving on, they've just, you know, it's a mechanical lazy Susan turntable like people do with jewelry on the shopping channel. Nah, man, that's all Lego.
Yeah.
People don't realize that is legit all Lego, you know? It's like, very well done, man.
Thanks, man.
And very well done.
Only because I've seen the hard sweat and tears.
It was a good long challenge, like going back and forth and trying to make it work. And is it going to work? I don't know if it's going to work. No, I'll make it work. But also the Stargates that Rob built are crazy. Putting the mirrors in there
for the infinity look,
yeah, because I never saw them finish until they actually got put on the table, and I was like, oh, that's what we're going with.
Huh.
Yeah. And there's Corin and Diane's ghost train.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool doing the low light
stuff. All in all,
people,
if you weren't there, and then obviously the party at night with the lights, as good as it already was, and then it adds that extra bit with the lights. You know, you got to love it. And the amount of lights, and like you said, the sound and the computerized, and the extra add-ons in this thing.
Yeah, and it's all 100% custom DIY. Didn't use any, you know what I mean? The guy just got his own bits and his own wires and his own electronic boards and made all the circuitry, all by hand.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
well done.
Big nerd, but awesomely done. Like, go for it.
There you go.
I like that.
Flash trying to run to their girlfriends.
Yep.
Won't happen if you keep building Lego, boys. Back to the
there you go. Yeah, back to start.
There we go.
Great show. And did you see the bricks that we got in our bags? The 2023 brick that you got? Did you have a look?
The fire one.
The fire brick. Yeah. The nod to last year's fire. Great little addition.
I don't think mine's close by, otherwise I'd pull it out. Nah, mine's not in arm's reach.
Mine's not.
Yeah, shout out to the Sid Lug guys that, if you were there last year and come back this year, you got the black brick that said, fire survivor or something, or fire
Great
something
fire,
like that.
23.
It was a funny look. And for those who don't know, one of the lights caught fire during bump out pretty much last year, right at the end of the Sunday.
The Hall of Flame. There it is.
Hall of Flame. Yeah. But no, Jacko, Helena, Dan, Damo, the crew, Greg, everyone, mate.
Tammy, Joel,
everyone.
Anybody else that I missed?
Yeah. So,
fantastic job. They all did great. It was fun. So much fun.
It's good to see finally that, we're going to hype up our mates. Yeah, we're going to hype up Australian shows. Yeah, we're going to hype it up, but it lived. And yes, safety enforcer Rod that made Bill turn the fire off. Big shout out to Rod. It lived up to this hype, and you three boys can all back me up with this one. Like I said, it wasn't seen that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Seen that. It was just new, mad, new. You know what I mean? Like it was brought, and like you said, every other bloody state. Jason from Longreach, Adelaide. It was good. It was bloody good.
Even Jason from Longreach, he's known as the brickhead guy. So many new brickheads. It's awesome to see. Awesome. So,
and even
keep on coming.
Yeah, we originally were just going to make the travel down to see Henry, but hey, we like staying for the show as well, so that was cool.
Yeah. And then going from 100 exhibitors last year to 151 this year. Who knows what 2025 will be.
I do. It's not the Howie complex anymore. You're going to the Dome.
Ooh,
you're going next door, brother.
Yeah, imagine that. A bigger venue. That'd be cool. We'll see.
There you go.
Mate. Yeah, you can only just go up from here, right? The hype's getting built. People are stoked. It was great. So it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And shout out to Helena for the juggle on the floor. Yeah. That floor plan, obviously, and Helena running around, getting everybody ready all the days. And I said it to some of the guys over the weekend, we like giving Helena shit, but she brought the show. 100% brought that show.
She did a great job, mate. Great job.
Yeah. Well done. Good hustle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, don't forget for more photos, Sid Lug on Facebook and Insta, BrickBuilt Sydney, of course, as well. Yeah. And if you took some photos, tag them as well so that everyone else can see. So, cool show, cool catching up. And also love reviewing shows afterwards, especially when we got to be there. It makes it even better.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Come next time if you didn't come this time, because, you're missing out.
Come every time.
Come every time.
And now the pressure's on BBX to bring the game.
Yeah. Yeah. But we do things better in Queensland.
The good thing is now, Brickvention isn't Australia's only decent show. You've got Brickvention, which is still good. You've now got the Sid Lug BrickBuilt, and then you're going to have BBX, mate.
Yeah. Hopefully it encourages more events to start growing and more things happening in other states too. And
that's just it. It's not a competition. It's about being involved. So if you can get to one, if you can get to all, whatever it is, displaying what it's all about. So.
For sure. All about it. JACKO as well, people. Don't forget, go and follow JACKO so.bricked. The dude's insane, and he obviously goes through all his builds. And like I said, we've seen him build that huge Lazy Susan turntable thing, and you fight. Yeah, what is it? Octopus? No, what's it called?
The Blocktopus.
The Blocktopus. There you go. I know how to
Blocktopus. Yeah, Brickbeard and the Blocktopus.
There you go. And of course, don't forget Henry Bilzer. Go follow us all, people. We will see you at the next show. Definitely see you again next year in Sydney, and everybody again in Sid Lug. Thanks for putting on a weapon of a show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
We're out.
Thanks, everyone.